All right. What's going on, everybody? I think, hopefully, we're good to go. If you're in the chat right now, let me know if you can hear my voice okay. Once. Are we good? You guys hear me? 10 people watching. All right, we should be good. Good. Glad it works. Doesn't work all the time. Cool. All right. So, today we will be checking out how to freestyle on a Fibonacci one time. A lot of people have been asking for this video, especially with regards to the new method. Not necessarily new method, but kind of update, revision to the method. Uh-oh, what was that? Did we get it? It didn't even show it. I think somebody just subscribed or made a donation. Which one was it? I don't know. Sky affiliated, what's going on? So let's do this here. Let's go over here. And then I need to bring up the window. Oh, $10 from Big Ron. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's get this window up. And that's going to be looking at that one. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, sir. All right, cool. And for the contest, let's jump on yesterday's video to see if anybody is going to win some free crypto. Let's find out how many likes we got on yesterday's video. Crypto Elite, 72 likes. So we're not there yet. If you want, you can still go back and like that video, leave a comment. We'll try to double up tomorrow. So both this video and yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, the thumbnail looked like this. So just click the back button, watch that video, hit thumbs up, leave a comment, and then when I come on for the next video, hopefully on that one we got 100 likes, I'll pick a winner. If not, then I'll just check this one. We'll try to get 2 winners back to back on both of these videos. So everybody, if it's your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice. Is another day you get to profit as a result. My man Thread asks what secrets we got today. And this is what we're talking about. I'm going to show you how to freestyle on a Fibonacci. There's a little term I invented to describe the process for discovering the harmonics and the symmetry and alignment for the energy of the markets, right? Keep in mind, when we look at these charts, any chart you ever look at, right? Ethereum on a daily, right? Any chart you ever look at, what you're actually looking at is the collective conscience, communal agreement for this asset, right? With regards to Ethereum in one hand and Bitcoin in another on a daily time frame, right? So that actually shows you 3 things. It shows you which one is favored over the other, and how long is the period of time that, you know, the judge and jury are out deliberating, right? We all know that green candles, you know, the numerator is valued more. Ethereum, in this case, was valued more than Bitcoin. Red candles, denominator is valued more. Bitcoin was valued more than Ethereum. And the time frame, each candle is 1 day, right? And so this is just good to understand the theology of market psychology, because that will in turn help you understand the metrics that we're using. Shout out to the big homie Savon Bomar and the understanding crowd. What up, what up, you know. And so without further ado, let's make it do what it do on this Fibonacci tool. Keep in mind, everybody, that I take a lot of time and put a lot of effort into bringing these tools to you. So if you're just now getting set up, make sure you go over to the website, bossofbitcoin.com. Make sure you go over to the #1 Bitcoin group in the world. Links are in the description. And then follow me on TradingView as well, because I'll probably post this chart on TradingView. This will be Ethereum to BTC on a 343. Compliments of the boss method, right? 3 simple moving averages, a 7, a 21, and a 77. And first things first, right? The Fibonacci tool, and where it is on the toolbar is right there. It's 2 that we're gonna use. This one, the fib retracement, and the fib time zone, right? One goes up and down, the other goes side to side, right? And the 2 of them, when used together, can basically box in the energy of any given chart, right? Let's fade out that Ethereum to Bitcoin. I don't like how heavy it is. Fade it down just a little bit. There you go. That's better, right? And so normally I would just use a fib retracement, and the big points you always want to look for are the major moments, the macro moments, right? So that one little bitty moment right there, where all those 3 lines came together. Back in the day, I would say that's where lightning strikes, and that's where, you know, all the energy in the world comes together in one central point, big bang, bam, and you get all the energy dispersed, and you're able to see firsthand how it all comes together. Keep in mind, there are 3 parts to any cycle: breakout, breakdown, flatline, right? And by understanding those 3 parts, the more you understand the individual, the more you understand the whole, right? And so by understanding that one first little cycle on just your little basic Fibonacci, you can see that it went all the way up to the top between the 4.2 and the 4.6, right? Percents, levels, there it goes, 4.2 to 4.6. That's kind of the top. Take a screenshot of this if you haven't done it already, and use those as your Fibonacci settings, right? They will help you make money. Let's walk through it real quick. The 4.2 to 4.6 is the top. The 0 to 1, anything in white is basically kind of your markers, you know. 0 to 1 just basic ruler levels, and the 4.2 to 4.6 is kind of the top of that scale, right? So you can even like move them all the way white that way, you know, they kind of stand out as just basic ruler levels. Now the 2 blues, right, the 2.3 and 7.86, these are kind of like your cool down zones on a breakout. Those are when you'll cool down, but the 2.3 is actually a catch basin a lot of times on a negative breakout. The green is your money zone on a correction. When anytime you can buy in the green, you're most likely to make money. You see on this big macro cycle, if you would have been able to buy right there in that green, boom, you make the most money whenever you can buy in those green, in between those green lines on a macro level. This right here is a second swing zone, so you can see it kind of breaks out and then it swings, and that's kind of like the deliberation point, right? The 3-2 is kind of like your 2x on the 1-6. So normally after you break through the 1-6, boom, you go straight up to the 3-2. You see how that worked? Just like clockwork. And then if you're lucky, you hit your head on the 4-6 and you come back down and go through it all over again, right? Those are the levels on the vertical scale, right? And we've done this many times before. But now what I've been able to work on more recently is expanding this theology to the horizontal scale, and that is essentially what today's video is on, because you can see the levels clear as day with Ethereum on a vertical, right? We know what the different levels are with regards to the y-axis, and when we want to look at the x-axis, we can do that as well. Now keep in mind that I'll use circles for this one, maybe like blue circles or something. We use the same type of framework for our horizontal, but with this one, a lot of times you want to target in the intersection of the 77 and the 231, right? So with this one, we go from the same starting point, hit it on the 77 and the 231, and look at that right away. You see we get confirmation of the negative energy continuing at the 1-6. Keep in mind the numbers are at the bottom of the chart because we're going on the x-axis, so they're down here, right? So it's like 0 to 1. That's your baseline standard unit, right? But that confirms this energy right there at the 1-6, right? And then you get this swing zone period. Remember the swing zone, that's like limbo land. Whereas here, limbo land was kind of sideways before it went down. Here, limbo land goes up before it does what? Comes right back down, right? You never really know how it's going to go. Just know that anything can happen in limbo land. That's why it's like, you know, it's like the in-between, the upside down, and, you know, Stranger Things, right? But guess what, right? We follow this all the way out, and this is what the horizontal, this is the biggest thing I use it for, because this is what it does the best. It tells you where all that energy runs out at, right? So essentially, this energy from February of 2017, that big cycle where I told y'all don't believe the hype, and I got about 30,000 views on a 20-minute rant, you know, back in June of 17, told y'all sell Ethereum at 360 something bucks, like right there. June 26th, I think the day was June 26th. We'll live in infamy. Right, all of that energy, all of this energy, right? Boom, boom. All of that energy right there is about to run out, and it's coming down to this little box right here, right? This is what the horizontal does more than anything. It's a little bit difficult because I can't, you know, I have to keep like bouncing back and forth. I wish I could just show it all on one scale. You can kind of see it a little bit clearer right there. Big Zach, what's going on? We about to make some real deal money, Zach, man. I hope you ready, right? We go have our dogs sleeping in gold plated beds. Get some gold slippers for the little dogs. With crypto on the bottom, with a Bitcoin logo on the bottom of it. So, you know, this thing broke out all the way up, came all the way down, and you just follow it through the different scales. Like, you know, wherever these boxes come together at, this is where the energy is naturally drawn to. But what does this tell you right now? This tells you that undoubtedly Ethereum is ready to make a move, and it wants to make that move. The energy inside this wants to make that move at the beginning of November, right? So you can just copy and paste this little lightning logo, move it over, and you can see firsthand how all those lines are coming together, right? More than likely, you'll be able to get a nice clean lightning strike right around here, where that energy goes into a whole new cycle, right? Now let's do this, because a lot of people might say, okay, BK, you got lucky, you know. Sure, maybe, but it's not really luck when you can confirm it multiple ways, right? And one of the things I teach is triangulation, telemetry. You need to be able to look at the same picture 3 different ways and come up with the same solution in order for that solution to be viable, right? And so let's take this quick cycle right here. I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit, but let's take this quick cycle. Let me see if I can hide these vertical lines. Can we do that? How can we do that? Where are my layers at? Zoom in. How important is the 343 candle for these relationships? Very important. That's a great question. What I do is I fractalized the data. If you think about all of these candles, it's just numerical information. It's literally just numbers, zeros and ones, X's and O's. But you can fractalize it, you can crystallize it, you can make it agree to the rules that you set. And the 777, 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343. 343 is the cube of the matrix. This is a base 7 cube. So in order for it to work like it does, as effective as I have it working, the 343 is very, very, very important. You can do pretty good with a base 4-hour candle, but it probably won't look as clean as mine does. You know, 4 hours is still pretty close, but you know, if you have more than say $1,000 in crypto, it's well worth it to pay $50 a month to TradingView so you can trade on the 343 candle. Well worth it. You'll make your money back in the first month and you'll never look back, right? So what we'll do now, but that was a good question though. What we'll do now is I'm gonna swing this cycle, right? Because we did the big cycle going into it, right? And I tell you that fractals just repeat themselves over and over and over again. So let's swing this cycle right here, right? We go from intersection, right, to breakdown, and again we go to, on the horizontal, a lot of times you want to go to the 77 and 231 just to capture that macro, right? Let's see if we can make, for this one I'll make like the 4.2 to 4.6 big, so it kind of pops out, and I'll make it like a dotted line, and that way we know it's kind of like the macro scale. But you see, you know, it lines up actually on the 1.6. This is interesting. You get confirmation again on the 1.6. This time the 1.6 is what? Positive. What does that mean? That means the negative of this one is actually turning over on this one. So it's like the inverse, you know what I'm saying? And then you get double limbo land. Check this out up here. You get double limbo land when the 2.6 and the 2.2 to 2.6 in the zone of the 2.2 to 2.6. What happens? That's a harmonic reversal, goes back down, right? Now we get confirmation 1.2 to 3.2 negative. And now guess what? Look where that ended at. Look where them dotted lines ended at. In the exact same zone we planned on already. So what we see in this cycle, 2018 cycle, much smaller cycle, much quicker cycle, but it's the exact same energy, the exact same resonance, and you can't make that up, right? If this was all random, if this wasn't aligned, if this had nothing, if this cycle had nothing to do with this cycle, you couldn't do that. This is within, this is within, it's crazy. Like, that's within 0.04% for the haters, you know. That is how you chart like a boss. So again, I encourage you, boss of Bitcoin.com. Check out the playlist we got. If you don't know, now you know. Type it in on Google, how to chart like a boss. You go see BK right there, you know, on the website, holding it down, putting on for his city. of the people, by the people, for the people, chart like a boss playlist, bossofbitcoin.com. If you are in the chat right now, shout your country out. If you appreciate this content, you know what I'm saying, let me know, give me a thumbs up. And if you know some people that are trading, send them this video. Let them look at it. Keep in mind, you know, I see the world through numbers. I see the world through data. I see the world through zeros, ones, ups, downs, positive, pluses and minuses. And I believe I was the only person since February saying that crypto is not dead. Anything under 7,500 for Bitcoin is free money. Go back, check the video. February 9th, I think I said that. I said it's going to bottom out around 7,500. Anything under that is free money. I called the bottom at 5,800 back in April. And I said September we'll start to have positive energy again. Ripple. Banks get paid first. Genesis Vision gave you that ICO before it came out. And October, specifically October 12th, haven't gotten there yet. 10/12. It's about to be a big day. Now you see how I get this information. This is developed over time to allow you to make real deal money, right? And there you go. Melon from Poland. What up? Good to see you. Somebody said, do you ever look at the volume indicators such as OBV RSI? No. And the reason why is because the price infers all of that. The macro alignment of the waves tells you what the RSI is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, we're talking about, if you understand calculus, we're talking about diffie-Qs. We're talking about differential equations. If you don't know it, look it up. Type it in on Google. Type it in on YouTube. Watch an hour video. What are differential equations? This is diffie-Qs. The MACD is like second level algebra. What I'm doing is like third level calculus. So that's why I don't use the MACD, because my method is much more technically more capable than a MACD ever will be, than an RSI ever will be, than the Bollinger Bands ever will be, than the Kepler Bands ever will be, than the 79, 89, you know, 50, 200. You know, I've done this for a while. I traded options back in 2009, you know. I made some money. Went long on Tesla back then. Out of the money, you know. So, no, you don't need that. All you need to do is follow the intersections, follow the money, you know. Why would you just look at one playing card when you can see the whole deck face up? MACD, one playing card. RSI, one playing card. Bollinger Bands, one playing card. What else do people use? The little VR, PR, you know, the little fan of the volume, buy, sell walls, one playing card. You know, you don't need all that. Just follow the price, follow the momentum, follow the money, and that will take you anywhere you want to go. My man said, Zach D said, land of the gold dog shoot. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Cool. Good. Well, that's all I got, everybody. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why. Let me know what video you want to see on. I see somebody said Zencash and ZEC. I could do that. That's cool. Does your method work on other markets outside of cryptos? No. Does it work on stocks? No. Does it work on bonds? No. I'm just joking. You can use this method at the grocery store. Take it to your local butcher, or your local farmer. Say, hey, I got this method. It's going to show you when you're making the most money and when you're losing the most money. It's called the 7 and 77 Compliments of BK the Boss. You know what I'm saying? Then send them my website if they want to learn more. It works on everything. It's bigger than crypto, right? That being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boats, boy BK. No matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Money. Good night, good morning, and good day. What up, dinosaur? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit the thumbs up. You want to win some free crypto? Leave me a comment down below. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, see if we could double up. You know, we need 100 likes on this video. 26 people. We should have 26 likes right now. Right? Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Arms.